How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
You got your spit guard in place?
And my spit guard's in place. It was in front of Stars, and I felt bad for her, so I had to take it. I had one bad experience in a studio booth. I smelt it. Ooh,
Wait, can you tell me that story?
I'm supposed to smell it.
Wait, are you on? Is your microphone?
How could I not smell it? I can hear myself.
No, her.
I can hear myself. I can smell myself.
I'm talking now.
I don't hear
think
her
you're
either.
Well, baby, let's see what happens. Oh,
Well, I can't hear you either.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Hold on. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really matter to your microphone. What's this one? Where's this one going?
We're a year in, and we're figuring this out still.
Hey, you know, it happens.
I'm in this one right
You're in this one?
Yeah.
Oh, hello?
Hello? Talk. I am talking.
There you
I
go.
think
like
the
you're
maybe
coming-
here.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
There. Maybe? Yes?
Yeah, there you are.
Should I
Okay.
turn off the AC?
Yeah, you want to reach over and turn off the
Yeah, I'll
AC?
do that.
Oh, I'm also not talking into the...
Oh, you're talking in the back.
Am I?
Yeah, pull the clips. Like, you see the clips right there?
Oh, I hit the camera. Go to youtube.com and see the ruckus that's happening.
See, there's two clips. You see the two clips? Yeah, pinch those and turn. Pinch and turn. Guys, just pinch and turn.
There we go. Is this
Oh,
better?
yeah, there you go.
I
There
was
it
just like,
is.
I feel like I'm not
Let's
talking
turn
into the
down
right way of
volume
the
a little
mic.
bit. My God.
Ah.
We are peaking. You guys ever peaked before?
Ooh, one time in December 8th, 1975.
I was going to say, I peaked in, like, freshman year of college.
I'm going to peak when I'm
2008.
60.
60?
Yeah, 60 is going to be the age where I'm like, man, like, prime star.
Do babies actually think when you're playing peekaboo that you can't see them because their eyes are closed?
I think so.
I think so.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Isn't that object permanence? Isn't
Oh,
that like the
babies
whole
are
deal?
dumb.
I don't know even what that means.
No, babies
Object
are too
permanence?
dumb. That's not okay.
Object permanence it's like a part of development when you finally understand that something can exist if you're not looking at it.
Oh, interesting. Like, so dogs don't understand.
Dogs don't have good object permanence.
I try to communicate with my cat when I'm away through FaceTime. It doesn't. I think I'm getting close. I'm getting real close. After years of trying, because I was in Hawaii and I was trying to FaceTime my cat.
You're in
I don't-
Hawaii? Just kidding.
And I think he turned at me once and was like, I think that's you.
You know what I did? I did the other day. I called my cats by their original names, just to see if they
Did they
react to-
remember?
They didn't react to them, but when I called them by the names I give them, they at least looked at me. Well, Orbit at least flicked her ears in my direction, so that's acknowledgement. Well, Maka actually came over.
Cat talk. Welcome back to Cat Talk. We're going to talk about cats. So my cats are trying to move into together.
Yeah.
Update on that.
Yeah.
I know we were supposed to film it, but that was not going to happen. I mean, the first day I got cut up and it was a whole mess. I tried to rush things. They weren't ready. But now I think they're going to be ready to move in.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a little baby gate and we feed them across
Baby
we feed them across the
The
baby
fetus
gate,
gate?
in the fetus gate, ready to go. And then
That sounds like some sort of like government conspiracy.
what do you mean?
Fetus gate.
Oh, fetus gate. I don't like how everything's a gate.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a Watergate.
That's dumb.
And that's just the name of the hotel. Could you imagine if it was like the Holiday Inn, the original
Yeah.
controversy? Everything would
The
be
Cat
called-
Inn.
It would
Oh,
be
it's
like,
another Cat Inn.
It would just be like,
The Uber Inn. Mm-hmm. Dumb.
or Holiday something. It'll be like,
What do you think about this?
What are you doing with your cats?
Oh yeah. So first we started just swapping scents, and now they started eating behind the door. Now we put baby gates, and they're seeing each other. They were hissing at first. My cats were, not her cat, because her cat is strong-willed. And now they're not hissing at each other. So that's a positive, you know.
Yeah,
but,
that's good.
Yeah, it's good. So I think it's time to break the.
When are you going to do that?
Probably after my cruise.
Yes, that's a
'Cause
good
I'm going
idea.
on a cruise this
when are
Saturday.
you? Oh, okay, I was like, when are you going on a cruise?
Yeah.
For a week?
Yeah.
Oh man,
So I'm not
going to
be here next week.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
it'll be fun.
You'll find something.
Where are you going?
Florida and then Disney Island.
Ooh.
Ooh, Disney Island.
Yeah, I've never been. I didn't even know it existed till like 3 days ago.
There's an island. Is it called alum?
What? What are you trying to say?
Aluminum?
Aluminium?
Aluminium. No, there's like a name for the island.
I don't know.
Maybe
Hey,
that's not it.
Alexa, what's the name of Disney Island?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Castawiki is a private island in the Bahamas which serves as an exclusive port for the Disney Cruise Line ships. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, sure.
It kind of
There
did.
you go, everybody. This episode is
Castaway
not
Island?
sponsored by. I guess so.
Okay, well that's not what I thought it was, but that's all right. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Is it like an amusement park on an island, or is it just like a resort?
It's probably just a resort.
I guess it's a resort. I literally have no idea anything. I know nothing about it.
Is
I
this
didn't even
with
know it
like
existed.
family? Is your or like
Yeah,
just okay.
it's
I was
my
gonna say, I'm
girlfriend's
like
family.
Disney cruise ship. That's a family. That's a
Yeah.
That's a grandparents and cousins.
It's gonna
and
be great.
children and everybody.
Food's gonna be paid for. Drinks gonna be paid for.
Do you guys have a family shirt?
No, we don't. We should. No, I don't know if we can do that.
You should do family pants instead. That sounds like way more fun.
That's
like just
amazing.
hey, put on your family pants.
Everyone line
We're
up.
Going down to the.
Everyone line up, cheek to cheek, and then it spells out the whole family.
Yeah.
name.
Oh my God,
I got
that'd
a,
be great.
You know, I got a D and I got a U. You got the F. You got the F, and then the FAMILY. Boom.
That would be amazing, actually.
That'd be kind of
Oh.
cute. And you're all waiting in line. And so,
Yeah.
okay, you got to go wait in line first, and then whoever's like behind you, you see it's spelled out.
You know, it'd be really cryptic if you guys weren't standing in line and everybody's like, "What the fuck are they trying?
What are the letters?
What do those letters mean?"
But then that just makes conversation. You'll make all the friends on the cruise ship.
That's true.
That's true. Although then you would encourage, as females in the group, they would encourage people to be staring at their rear ends, which is not the most. I guess.
I mean, it's
not
I mean, those pants exist.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
The lettered pants exist.
Not the lettered pants, but like words on a butt. Pants.
that's true. Like pink.
The
Yeah.
new Strensum
So if it
product
was just,
words
if
on
you
a
just
butt.
saw letters, I feel like after a point you'd be like, "What letter is that?" Like it's less of
Yeah.
a stare than like a stare.
It's always
'Cause
hard
You're
when
not
you-
trying to read it. You're just because you see it and you're
I-
like, "There's a P."
Yeah.
Like look. Okay.
On shirts or on pants, I'm always I like what is on the shirt?
I stopped looking.
You just don't. Like,
I've stopped caring.
I've had to
I think
like.
as if it's clear if you're reading what's on it, you're in the clear.
But if
like,
it's hard, but if you're having difficulty reading, then it looks like you're. Well, I guess if I'm like,
well, if you're like
scrunching my eyebrows.
yeah, if you look confused, then you're
So
fine.
the key is just always look confused, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
yeah.
Now you're giving people tricks on how to look like. Okay. Welcome back to We Stay Late. This is the real podcast. It's not cat talk. It's not pants talk.
It's pants talk. Let's be honest.
It is pants.
All we
talk.
talk about is pants. You know what's real weird? Back on the subject of babies.
Okay.
Why are some? Maybe somebody knows this. If you know this, write into us. Start as a PO box. I don't want a tweet. I don't want an email.
You want an actual?
I want a
write-
goddamn letter.
I mean, that's fine. They'll give me a reason to go check out.
What's your PO box?
Oh God, I don't memorize
Okay,
it.
go look it up.
Hold on.
I want you to write into me and tell me why this is. Why are there some animals that are born that just are smart and they know what to do the minute they're born, and they're like developed, and like a baby giraffe?
Okay.
Gets out of the mom,
It knows
and it's
what to
real
do.
lanky and weird, but it walks in like an hour, and then it knows what to do. It knows
Yeah.
to go and eat. It knows how to do all the things it needs to know how to do. A child comes out of a mom and it can't do shit and it's gonna die. How did we become?
Do you actually want the answer to that? 'Cause
Yes.
I know
do you know the answer?
to that.
Okay, you gotta
Yeah.
write. No, I don't want it right now. I want you to write into
No,
your own
I'm
PO
not
box.
gonna do that. Right to my own PO box.
Yeah, and then I want the letter.
I hope I'm recording video.
Is
I'm
it
gonna check.
recording?
I didn't put the little red light on there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you?
I want
actually,
the actual answer.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, but I want you to write it for me. Is it
I really-
recording?
Do I have to? Do I
Go ahead.
have to write?
No, you don't. I want to know.
Okay, so the reason is because we are born not complete. Like we're not done cooking when we come out of the oven.
Oh, beautiful.
Like, and most animals like brain development wise are like. And the reason it's because like if we were to cook all the way, we would die in childbirth.
Oh, because we'd be too big.
We'd be too big. Our brains are literally like our brains are supposed to be as big as they are now, or like at least child size, like big enough to be able to have all the functionings to like walk and do all the things. Your brain has to be big enough to do that, and we're born too small to do that because we can't. Like we're actually physically not able to.
Totally.
Does that make sense?
100%
Yeah, it does
get.
make sense.
100% get why, in theory.
Like in theory, like it's just literally we're not done cooking,
But-
and our brains are too advanced to continue to cook inside.
But my question is, how did we become the dominant species when our babies aren't even born able to do shit? How did that happen?
Classic tortoise
So
hair.
so the PO box is
you know?
You know, it's more of a philosophical question, I guess. Like, why? however you think we were made as humans, I'm not going to judge. You could
Okay.
think we're made from aliens. I might agree.
Sure.
Why did we develop to not have the ability to like come to, full, what is it? Like fruition
Yeah.
inside the
Or
womb
like
before we claw our
survivability
way out.
functioning.
Yeah. Like, wait, do apes do that same thing?
Apes.
I should look it up.
I don't think they're born and able to not just
Are.
be cradled.
Maybe we have so
Apes.
much to process.
The P.O. box.
Born.
The P.O. box is P.O. Box 963, North Hollywood, California 91603. Write it to Starline Hodge / we stayed late, like seeds / o.
Yeah, right into there. And you know what? Even if you're not answering this question, just write into there.
Oh
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
get
that
a
would
letter.
actually be really
Well,
dope. That'd be really nice.
We could have a little. We need a segment. I was thinking about this the other day.
Okay.
We need to have segments.
That
in
sounds
this-
good to
in
me.
this
What
show.
segment do
Do
you
you
want to
want to
establish?
like? I mean, we
We need
have
like a
You're leaving
avail-
next week, so you're going to establish this segment.
I
and
gotta
then
think
it's-
about
then
segments.
You got to think about segments.
like we have the Slack questions, but you know what? We would probably take priority over like physically
Oh,
written
if it was mail,
questions.
we would totally read those.
Yeah.
Even if it took 5 hours.
Do you want to do advice? Do you want to do an
Ooh,
advice
we could
call, like a written?
I'm not
I
good.
don't
I'm not
know.
good at
I don't know if I'm
Oh,
gonna
we're
give
not
you
bad
good.
advice.
Here's the thing: we're not saying we're good at advice, and obviously, if you're writing to
We're
us,
gonna be like your
clearly
bad
don't.
friend.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't that kind of what the questions are right now, though?
Yes.
They're pretty much advice.
Sort of, or they're just questions.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
would
We could
you
do
like
personal
vanilla or
advice.
chocolate?
I would say because I wouldn't mind encouraging like advice-driven questions, as long as and the beauty of it being written and mailed is that they cannot be a time-sensitive personal questions.
Yeah.
because clearly we are not going
Like-
to get to your shit in
That's
time.
Like the
True.
question, "Where are my keys?" Probably
Ooh.
not going to answer that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean we can make some guesses.
I think we should make some guesses. The person hypothetically that's writing into us, they've lost their keys. Where do you think they are?
I think they're in the door.
Okay,
We
yeah,
left
that's a
them in
good
the
guess.
door.
Luis, what do
Oh,
you think
I've
they are?
definitely left them there. It's in your right jacket pocket, underneath your bed.
I think they're in the freezer. Because,
done that.
Yeah,
I do
because
that.
I've done that.
I do
Have
that.
we all three put our keys in the freezer?
So I
Yes.
don't forget. So I can take what I'm taking for lunch to work.
I've done it on
That's why I
purpose
do
too.
it.
I've done it on purpose,
Oh,
but
you
I've
did it
also
on
but I've done it by
purpose.
accident.
I don't know how you do by accident. How do you do by?
I've done it by accident grocery shopping. Like I'm bringing in my groceries.
That's what I did. Yeah.
And like I like immediately started putting stuff in. Like for whatever reason, my brain is like this thing also goes inside the fridge, and it was like a mess.
There was this. Oh man, I wish it had to be there. But we saw this this video of this person trying to feed a bird, and so they had food in their left hand and then their phone on the right hand, and they were going to film themselves feeding this bird. And then their body
It's
just
so good. It's
their
so
body
good.
just didn't process it, and then they threw their phone up in the air
Oh,
to feed
no.
the food. And then you could see them a second later, like no, like their hand like jerking
It's
as
such
if
a good
it
video.
was too late to respond. Things like that.
I got a question. It relates to this baby thing we've been talking about.
okay,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
baby
Okay,
cast.
I've
Baby-
been
baby
looking
cast.
at.
My friend just had a baby.
Did your friend just have a baby?
Yeah,
What kind of baby?
is a girl.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
that's one of the
it.
two
It was
kinds.
born in
It
June
was a
2nd.
human baby.
Human baby, June 2nd. It was nice and plumpy.
It was big.
It was a
big baby.
9-pounder baby.
Wow.
That's two.
That's a big one.
That's
That's a big.
I
That's a big.
That's a
baby.
C-section baby, is what that is.
I can't even. I really.
You wanna,
That's.
I don't want to push that through anything.
I feel bad for everyone who does that.
Okay, just imagine it coming through your mouth, not even through other things.
Well, see, like now
Just
imagine
imagine it coming through your
like if
mouth.
it was a fully formed like walkable
Okay,
child.
this is my
yeah.
so I'm looking at an article from the New Yorker. The article summarizes exactly how I feel. Why are babies so dumb if humans are so smart? Okay, so they're saying the exact same thing. That
This is the New Yorker.
this is a New Yorker.
Oh.
It's saying the same thing, that basically like we're so smart that like our brain can't develop fully. Like basically if an animal is dumber than, not dumber, but like not as intelligent as a human, they can be born earlier basically because their brain doesn't have to mature as far.
Right.
But my question is, okay, let's get to the point. Let's fast forward 50, 100 years.
Okay.
Okay. Babies are no longer in the womb of a mother. They're in artificial
I'm
wombs.
so looking forward to Backpack Baby.
Right.
I really wish that was
Is that
like
what
a
they call
thing.
them these days?
Well, that's what I imagine it happening.
Yeah,
'Cause, like
20. This is the year 2100, and we call them backpack babies.
Backpacking.
I just instead of like test tube baby, backpack baby, where it's just like, but like.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume there's a dual convenience of like when you come home, you store it in like its tube,
Yeah.
like a big like you know.
Oh yeah.
But maybe
I'm sure
you're
there'll
like
be an app for that
yeah,
too.
but maybe you're
Track
like
it.
too afraid to like leave it in the tube all day. Like I feel like that's also kind of would be weird.
Yeah.
So you have like a backpack situation, and then the mom and the dad can like take care of the growing baby together.
Yeah.
It's
How
like-
big do you think this baby's gonna be?
I mean, it starts off with a small pouch of a backpack until like you're like 8-9 months, and then maybe like you can't move it anymore, and
Oh
you're
my
like you
God.
keep it in its container. But at the beginning, it would be like carrying like the
That's
egg,
true.
like the school project.
It's kind of cute.
But I'm
Oh
wondering.
God, you can't lose it.
No, it's not like a sack of flowers. It's not just gonna. You can't just go buy a new one.
No.
But are we going to get to the point where we mature babies for longer? Because we can.
No, because there are developmental problems that arise if the baby stays in the womb too long.
So it's just designed to come out. But what if we genetically modify them so that they come out and they're like, you know,
Well, I guess you can
I mean-
genetically modify
I mean,
anything.
it's possible, but I know there are like medical issues of babies who stay in too long.
sure, okay,
It's
yeah,
also
that makes sense.
it's also I mean it's a problem for the mom, but becomes like a developmental
Developmental.
problem
Whoa.
for the baby.
This
Like,
is
they need
weird. Okay, sorry. I was just reading this. In other words, sorry, you don't know the first part. During their investigation, basically, these guys were looking up the same thing. Their leading theory is right that the peds have to that we develop faster, or whatever. They realized something important that strengthened their theory. It turns out that another variable has an even higher correlation with intelligence than brain size: time to maturity, or weaning time. So, in other words, the time it takes to shepherd newborns through the absolute helplessness to a point of relative self-sufficiency predicts primate intelligence more strongly than the best measure that has previously been proposed, namely head circumference. So orangutans have smarter babies than baboons, and they wean them for longer. Baboon babies, in turn, are weaned longer and are smarter than lemur babies. So putting these facts together, they help develop their hypothesis, which is basically the connection between head size and intelligence does create incentives for babies to arrive earlier, but it's the connection between weaning time and intelligence that may really be driving the cycle. You need to be smarter to care for more helpless creatures, which means you need a larger brain, which means that babies have to enter the world at an even more helpless stage of development since there's a finite size to their brain at birth, mandated by the physiology of live birth. So basically, you have to, oh, hello. My phone's on because I was waiting for you to text me, Louise.
Oops, I was late.
And no, you're fine. You're
Okay.
It's the theme of the show.
Yeah, it is. That's
Anyway.
the one thing we got.
Yeah. Anyway, it's an interesting theory that like they basically
So the longer it takes for you to wean.
yes. How long did you wean, Louise?
Ugh,
I don't know.
I wean. It took me a long time for them to wean me off.
I have a
I don't
story about
know.
me not walking as a child. You want to hear that story?
Yes.
Okay. So when I was a child,
I know I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm pre-laughing because I'm like, this is gonna be a fun.
This is gonna be a classic.
so when I was a child, my parents couldn't get me to walk.
Okay.
I just wouldn't walk.
Can we take guesses why
Sure.
before you do it? My guess is that you were like, why?
That's exactly what the problem was.
Why? You're gonna take me everywhere I want to go.
Yeah, so I wouldn't walk. And they were like, what? Something is wrong with him. He's not walking. They took me to the doctor. You know how first steps are like a really
Yeah.
important part of a
Yeah.
parent's. So I hadn't taken them. And they were freaking out. And so they took me to the doctor. And they were like, hold on. We'll be right back. Took me in the other room. Came back and was like, yeah, no, he knows how to walk. He just won't.
Oh my god.
Like, he walked to me
What?
in the hospital.
So they missed
the first walk?
First steps?
Well, I must have known how to walk before that and just hit it as a child.
So your parents never saw the first steps?
No.
You're like, I'm just gonna walk and pick up this chocolate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then walk back and act like I
They're
can't
like,
walk.
oh, the picker-uppers are here. I don't
Right.
need to walk. The picker-uppers are
Uh-huh.
around.
Why would I walk when there are people that carry me everywhere?
What did your
That's
mom and dad
amazing.
say?
They just laughed, I think. I mean, they were just
I
like,
mean,
it's
there's
just
probably
a
a
ridiculous
relief.
story.
It's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like-
yeah.
It's just
Absolutely.
like, oh, he's
Thank
just.
God.
And then
That's the thing. Being
yeah.
a parent, you have to be worried about so many things. You have to be worried about like every small thing that could break your child emotionally when they get older. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Right.
It's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pain in the beginning.
And
a
then,
lot of emotion.
and then when I was 16, I didn't really want to get my license because I'm an only child, and my parents would drive me over. I got basically a taxi, a free Uber ride wherever I wanted to
Yeah.
go.
You're like, but you guys will take
But
me.
you guys will take me. And they're
they're
like, yeah, there are reasons why you're going to want a car soon. You should just get your license. I soon realized that, Like,
How?
Yeah, having our cars.
I know
like,
you were
we're
in a
being able
small
to drive is
town.
nice.
yeah, it was in a small town.
How small was it to get from one corner to the other corner of the town?
So the town that I grew up in,
Like where your friends were, like
right,
the
so was
farthest
sort of
distance.
surrounded by other smaller towns, which were
Yes,
all sort of in
totally.
which became sort of the city.
It's like a little metroplex of little towns.
Yeah,
together.
so there's this place called El Dorado Hills, and then there's a place called Placerville, and there's a place called Folsom, and various areas like that, and those were all surrounding the area where I grew up, which was Cameron Park, and so which, by the way, on the sign says a special place to live, and I was like, you can't think of a better slogan for our at least something that's
we gotta go
interesting.
home. This is 5 o'clock.
This is a special place to live.
That's so generic.
Oh,
I was really mad when they put that.
That'd
sign
be
in.
great if they just bought that off, like, some sign store.
Yeah.
And it's like it already was
They
that.
already
I mean,
had
at
it,
least
and
it's better than like, whatever.
Oh my
No.
god!
See, I would even prefer that because then it's like, oh, that's funny. Like at least there's like a bit of comedy and like
welcome. What was it? Camden Park.
Cameron Park.
Welcome to Cameron Park. Whatever.
But see, that's good. That's funny. At least there's a. With this, it's like it's a special place to live.
Some cities don't have signs. They don't even have a motto.
That's true. I shouldn't complain.
Some people was like, "Oh, we got."
Does LA have one? What's LA's?
City of Angels.
City of Angels.
But
right?
like, is that the slogan or is that just the?
I think it's where dreams go to die. I think that's the slogan.
City of Angels is just the definition of what Los Angeles means. I don't feel like that's fair.
I'll look it up.
That's not a fair.
The Angels. The Angels.
Los Angeles
I live in the Angels.
city slogan.
That's very weird.
It was pretty small. It was probably like I want to say it's like
City of
maybe
Angels.
maybe 12 or 13 miles from corner to corner in Cameron Park. Although it could be wrong. It could be a little bit bigger than that. But everything kind of bled into itself,
Yeah.
and everybody sort of lived in different areas. It's spread out enough. It's not like LA where 20 miles takes an hour.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, you guys grew up places that didn't have that, but like, 20 miles would take 20 minutes.
Okay.
So people would come 15 minutes to school,
That's not bad.
15 minutes away from school and stuff. But yeah, it was not that, it was definitely a suburb,
Yeah.
And it's weird going back too, because
Cameron Park sounds just like the suburb area. Like,
Right,
it's not
doesn't
even a
it?
town. It sounds like the closed gate community.
Yeah.
Called Cameron Park.
So we were actually like the not poor, but we were like the less El Dorado Hills was the fancy riches.
So you were like a Pawnee.
Yeah, we were like a Pawnee.
Yeah.
And they called the school that was our rival that was in El Dorado Hills, what was it called?
The Scrooge McDucks.
No, they called them something about crack. Something about cocaine. Some sort of cocaine joke because it was like the rich cocaine people. You know what I mean?
Rich people did the
and then
drugs.
right up the hill is like all the people that did meth. And then
Yeah.
we were like the weed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was like the progression of it was like the weed school.
That's
yeah.
the innocent one.
Yeah.
Weed?
That's the most innocent of them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fine. How you grew up in the city, right?
Yeah. I grew up in Dallas.
Yeah. So you
So-
grew up in the actual like city,
I grew up,
yeah? Did you live in a suburb?
I lived in a suburb, but I don't know. This whole suburb and city, like I'm traveling north, south, east, west. Like it takes me an hour to go see a friend. It takes me 30 minutes. I feel like I'm in the city.
Got it, okay.
Like I'm not downtown.
Yeah.
But
Okay, you weren't like a downtown.
no. I feel like that's weird, isn't it? I feel like it's weird if anybody lives in downtown.
You lived in an apartment at least, right? So you
I was
lived
always
in like
an apartment in,
yeah.
in
So were you in
Miami
the city?
proper. Yeah, Miami proper.
But you were like
Damn.
in downtown Miami?
Pretty much. I was like, I would walk over the bridge and I'm in downtown
I just
Miami.
feel like no one's typically lives in downtown.
But,
area.
like,
but Miami seems
I'm like,
different.
it was like,
would
there's
be.
downtown, but like downtown is like where people work, and then like right
Yeah,
outside
downtown is where people work.
Yeah, right outside. It's kind of like how LA is like LA's downtown is, where it's just like more people work there than live there.
Yeah.
You could live there.
Wait, did you live there? Like
no,
that kind of,
I
okay.
lived like
Sorry, I was reading.
right,
like uptown.
like right outside of it. Little
Midtown.
Havana is literally right next to downtown, and then
It's like
there's
Midtown.
Yeah, and then Brickell's like, oh, you live in like the expensive high rises right next to downtown.
Yeah.
But
Uptown.
Miami's kind of built like LA in that way, where there's a bunch of like mini towns in the bigger town, but it's
Yeah.
all technically Miami. So there's like
It
Coral
is interesting,
Gables
yeah.
and like Miami Beach, like all that's technically Miami, but it's
I kind of get that. After living in LA, I mean, I still feel this way, but I understand otherwise that this is all LA.
oh, and it is
This is all
so
LA.
far from what I'm seeing, it is the city of angels.
That's what it is?
Yeah,
That's it?
or it's the
That's lazier.
Or it's the entertainment capital of the world.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
Is the other one. Those are the
La La
two.
Land.
Yeah.
Ugh. There's so many different things that happen. here
Tinseltown.
besides yeah, Tinseltown.
Guys, I have some really good city slogans. Do we want to guess what cities they're for?
What? Yes.
I will
Okay.
say Miami's is the Magic City.
That's pretty
I
good.
don't know what Dallas's is.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
I think Miami means magic.
Oh, this is great.
What, Dallas?
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait,
it's so
I know
good.
what the
What would you
the
call it?
nickname is.
Okay, what's the nickname?
Well, the nickname is the Big D.
That's it. Yeah, that's what it is.
The Big D.
The Big D.
I don't know why it's called the Big D.
Because that's funny. It's
yeah,
funny.
I guess
It's a good
so.
slogan.
What's Houston's slogan?
Okay, let's look at this up. Houston. H-Town, Space
H-Town.
City.
H-Town, Space City. Yep.
Bayou City.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay, there's some good ones in here,
Space
though.
City,
There's some that you would never guess, but they're really good names. Like,
The Big Apple.
right, I never would have guessed that one.
Yeah.
Like, home of the world's largest Cheeto. Official slogan.
No.
Ooh.
Cheeto?
Algona in Iowa. The city of Algona. So if you're from Algona, write us to the P.O. Box. Stars
Send
P.O.
us
Box.
your
What's the-
biggest
what's the-
Cheeto.
What's
I
the
need to
address again?
memorize
You got to
it.
get it on tap because I'm going to call for it.
I don't want to guess speak without because I think I know it. Oh.
That's okay. I forgive you. Where do you guys think is Crabtown?
Crabtown's in Boston.
That's in Louisiana.
Provincetown.
Nope, nobody's right. Annapolis. Annapolis, Maryland is Crabtown.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's right, because in their flag, don't they have like a crab?
So again, PO boxes, PO box 963. I just gotta remember the 963 and the
963.
North Hollywood, California 91603.
There you go.
So it's so close. 963 and 91603.
That's
Like
very confusing.
963.
Yeah, so if you're
Just
from
go back in the threes.
if you're from any of these cities, I want to hear from you. We're gonna read every single.
Or
city.
just write in or just write in with your city, like if you think your city has like a cool
A good
and or
nickname.
lame
Yep.
Yeah.
slogan.
Nickname.
If we had money, I'd say we go visit, but
Oh yeah.
I just
We don't
found
have
out
any
what
money.
Don't have
Miami the word means because I knew it's an Indian word, but because I assumed since we're the Magic City, I was assuming Miami meant magic. It does not.
what does it mean?
It's taken from the word Miamia, and it means downstream person.
Huh. That makes sense though, right?
Because it's like
yeah,
and
you're
look, there is a
downstream.
river in Miami. Kind of like how the LA River, you're like, oh, what happened to it?
yeah.
Miami has one too, so I guess it was like it used to be a bigger thing.
Yeah, well, people used to congregate around rivers.
Yeah,
It was a big
so
deal.
it was
Tigris
so,
and Euphrates.
So downstream Miami,
Amazon.
downstream
Amazon.
person.
There you go.
Miami. That's I learned something about
Yeah.
my hometown.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think? Auburn, the slogan for Auburn. You hear Auburn in Washington. What do you think?
Wait, Washington. Oh, okay, Auburn. For whatever reason, I thought in Arizona, and I'm like, that's not.
I
No,
thought
no.
it was Wisconsin.
Auburn. There's also an Auburn in California, near where I grew up.
So
all of us think different Auburns. This is
the
the Auburn in Washington.
In Washington.
Yep.
Oh,
The city of
Oz.
Auburn. Make sure you have an umbrella.
It's close. Auburn. More than you imagined.
Whoa.
That's a good one.
That is pretty
More
good.
than you
That is
imagined
more
is
than
pretty
I imagined.
great.
That's pretty good.
That's solid. That's
Oh,
solid. Like,
here's one that's just like the one from where I'm from. Alt, A-U-L-T in Colorado. Alt. The slogan is a unique little town.
A unique little town.
because it's alternate. It's like
Yeah.
alternate. I was gonna say alt, like you'd have to figure out a way to throw in Control Delete as like part of your thing.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay. Oh, this one's
Delete your worries. Control your destiny and delete your worries. Come
in
to alt.
It's like,
That's like a suburb of Silicon Valley.
Do you
or
remember
something.
when Suptic was creating? I don't know if you were here. You might have been in the
The
room.
map?
No. Do you remember when he was creating his slogan for what would become Sugar Pine 7? When he was still at SourceFed, he was like developing the ideas.
No, I don't remember that part.
So he had this idea, and I think he put it on his Twitter. He did some stuff with it, but he was branding all of his stuff, and I don't know how far back this goes, but he was branding his stuff alternative lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah, because that meant that, but that's a whole. That
That's
means
a whole.
something.
That's a very different thing.
But I
And-
thought he knew that, and that was part of the gag.
No, Jeremy told him, and he was like, "No."
Oh, he didn't know.
I don't know. Maybe he did know, but maybe he was just playing.
Wait,
Maybe
I
he
don't
was just
know.
being septic.
Alternative lifestyle is usually like like another phrase for saying like homosexual or like.
Yeah, it was like
yes.
how
Like
they
it's-
would like back when it was
Speaking
not
of
okay.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month!
Happy Pride Month! Yay!
Yay!
But yeah, alternative lifestyle usually means like you're not living a straight life.
Oh, so you're a little
It's like
alternative.
you're having an alternative because it could be there's a variety of ways to live.
Yeah,
an
I'm sure it's like
alternative lifestyle.
pansexual and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
But it's like that's like a slangy way to say that. So I always thought
see.
that was part of the gag. I thought he was doing it on purpose.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, maybe it was. The conversation I heard made it sound like
but he was
didn't
saying
know.
no. Oh, septic.
But he might have been I mean,
It could
he's
have been part of a
known
bit. It could have
for
been part of
doing
the bit.
bits when cameras aren't rolling. So I
That's
would not
also
be
true.
surprised if
Both
he
the
was
Stevens
just
have that issue.
if he was just playing a bit for Jeremy. The very, very possible. Okay. Crab Cake Capital.
Crab Cake Capital.
Oh, Crab
Oh,
Cake.
Also
where's
known
Crab
as
Cake?
Mobtown. Also known as
That crab cakes. Isn't
the
it?
Garrett
greatest
City.
city in
Some-
America. Also
somewhere
known
in
as
Maine?
That's a bold statement.
Charm City. Also known as Mobtown.
Somewhere in Maine.
Also
Las
known
Vegas.
as Harm City.
Chicago. Chicago.
Las Vegas.
It's in Maryland.
It's in Maine somewhere, right?
That's in Maryland.
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 Oh, Maryland. It's in.
I don't know the names.
it's-
Madison, Maryland. It's
Its nickname. Its other nickname
It's Crab Town.
Ba-
It's Crab Cake, Maryland.
is Bodymore. Is the like
Baltimore.
Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Harm City.
God,
Harm
I want to go
City.
there. I need to like. It's
you'll,
weird.
die,
Like,
you'll get harmed.
Also,
I've
City of
had-
Firsts.
I've been like having all this like I'm just jealous that you guys keep going to islands that I've like been kind of like half-heartedly going like I kind of want to go to a thing, and then like the next week you're like, well, we're going here, and I'm like, that's exactly like seriously, when you were going to the Bahamas the week before, I had a conversation with my mom saying that the next time I visit, like I want to make our visit like as a bigger thing, because me just going home isn't necessarily exciting,
Right.
and I want her to travel too.
Both to travel together.
Yeah, travel together, but that's very expensive considering we're in opposite ends of the country. So like getting anywhere is a pain.
Yeah.
And so like she was just like, oh, why don't we do like a day trip to the Bahamas? And I'm like, oh, well, maybe that'll work out. That'd be cool. The following week, you guys are like, yeah, we're going to the Bahamas. I was like, all right, cool. And then like the week before the Hawaii trip, I was looking up and I was like, I wonder if there's like at least a cheap flight like to Hawaii. I just want to go somewhere. And then you're like, yeah, we're going to Hawaii. I was like, God damn it. So if you guys go to Japan next, I'm going to be real annoyed. And you're going to have to smuggle me in your luggage.
Just so you know, we're doing a show. We're going to Japan. No, I'm kidding. We're
I
not
was
going to
saying, like,
Japan.
smuggle me in your
you can
luggage
go-
and hire me as a PA, because God damn it, I
You
don't
go on
want
a
to go.
cruise. Cruises are cheap.
Cruises, I've been on a few cruises,
Like
and like
$3.99.
if it's more than 5 days, I lose my mind. I've gone on a
That's cheaper. 5
If
days
it's
are
more than
cheaper.
$5, I can't afford it.
Ooh,
and like it all, and there's no going on a cruise by yourself.
that's true.
It's
you gotta go with the gang.
you got to go with the gang, and you have to go with the gang that you know you're able to fight with, that you're gonna still be friends with afterward.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're saying you're gonna go through experiences.
Yeah.
Like,
Because okay, so I went on one cruise, which was it was a super fun cruise because it was like a kind of a meetup cruise for a podcast, old podcast that I don't really listen to anymore. But at the time, it was when it was popular, like they had a cruise meetup. Which I mean, if we want to do that, I'm also down because that also sounds super fun.
That would be amazing.
But it's essentially you like, you know, it's like you block out, like you talk to the cruise
Yeah.
and you say, I could get this many people on the cruise. Can you block out a slot for us? And then like what they did is that they rented out, like there was like a little convention space room that you could
Yes.
rent out, so they could hold like a planned event there
oh, that's cool.
for the show. Like they
Yes.
recorded an episode, and then everything else was planned around like what amenities and stuff were on the ship. So
Right.
it's just like, we as a group, we're going here. You could come join us if you want, and
Oh,
so you
that's
could kind of
fun.
participate with the group. So like that was fun because we got to know everybody,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, all right. And
I love
it was a
cruises.
short cruise. It was
Yeah.
5 days. So it was like a perfect amount of time to kind of like get to know some people, but you could also like, I also went with a
By
friend.
the third day, you're like,
I went-
oh, well, this is almost wrapped up.
yeah,
You
and
know.
I went with my friend Kelly, so like me and her, like we get along great on cruises, and like it like, or just in general, so it's like it's fine.
you
And,
only
like,
get along on cruises. Let's be
Oh,
clear.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Only on cruises do you
but
get
you know,
along.
but you know what I mean. Like you
Yeah.
have
Yeah, yeah,
someone
for
you can
sure.
get along with that. Like if you need to not be around the group, because there were also incidences with the group where you're like, oh, I'm not gonna hang out with those people.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. So
At the beginning, everyone
fun.
hangs out, and then it starts to splinter off.
It splinters
Yeah.
off, but then at least there's always things of like, if you get bored, you're like, well, what's coming up? Oh, okay,
Right.
we could go to this event,
Yeah.
and it made it more fun.
Totally.
But then there's other cruises where it's just like you're there for like 7 days. Like this is also like 7 days, and like you don't know anybody but the one person you're with. And it's just like, this is nice for like again first few days, and you're like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. This is.
You definitely have that feeling if you're going on a long
especially
trip.
depends on the entertainment too. Like, are you with a group that can make, because the entertainment's always really cheesy.
Yeah.
Like you're going on a Disney one, so like that's different because it'll be like,
Oh, it's gonna be a little bit better.
it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better, but also it's gonna be the type of cheesy that you're gonna like be able to embrace.
Yeah,
because it's like,
and it's branded.
It's branded. It's fun. They know, Disney knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
But if you go like on like a Royal Caribbean or like
Carnival.
or a Carnival, actually, yeah, Carnival's worse.
That's the only one I know. Is
Royal
Carnival.
Caribbean's fine. Royal Caribbean, like, depending on what you're doing, you can figure out your shit. But like the Carnival one, like we went to like see their like live entertainment kind of thing, and you're like, oh no, this is bad. This is
Because it's
real bad.
$3.99.
Yeah.
$3.99 for the cruise.
Speaking of cruise, my friend Michael's gonna go on a cruise for 6 months. He's gonna be one of those performers on one of those cruise
No
ships.
way.
yeah,
Are
I
you
just thought. Yeah,
serious?
I was messaging him. He says he can leave on
What a
Saturday.
life.
Yeah, he's crashing at my, supposed to be. I like just got a message. He's like, actually, I'm not crashing today. I'm like, well, whenever, because he told me he was gonna crash at my apartment this week.
Yeah.
Because he had to like leave. You know, he's not
He
gonna
has
be in
to
his
leave.
apartment, so he left his apartment. So he like this whole like past couple weeks.
He doesn't
has
have
been,
any
like,
pets?
No.
Oh, that's the
No.
easy life.
So it's, yeah. I think I'm caretaking his crock pot. That's part of my
Oh, that seems
my
like
friend
that
duties
seems.
is to
That's good.
to watch over the crock pot. And but yeah, he's going. It's like his cruise is from New York to also the Bahamas for like 3 days. So I'm also going to be like, hey, at some point, can I hop on that cruise?
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it's still going to be out of my price range, even with like a friend discount.
Yeah. That's dumb.
Because and also I don't know if like I'm sure there's like other people on the list of priority of like who's getting a friend discount before
You
me.
could be like in the 5th month. 3rd weekend, 5th month.
Maybe, yeah. But a part of me is just like, I'm like, man, I just want to go anywhere.
Where's
I
this
just want to go
cruise
anywhere.
going?
It's from New York to Bahamas.
I've never heard of a cruise like that.
It's like
It's going down the East Coast.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
For 6 months?
Yeah.
That's a long time to get from
You
New
know,
York
but
to
you
East-
know, it's like he has a gig where he's a performer on the cruise for 6 months.
There's a dude right now. We were just covering him because he's doing it for Seeker. Not doing it for Seeker, but
so
doing it in
weird.
partnership with Seeker, who is swimming from Tokyo to someplace in California
Oh, I remember.
across
I
the
remember
Pacific.
That?
Yeah, they were talking. It's called the Swim.
Did they figure
Remember
out the trash
Oh no, that
situation?
was something different that you were thinking of. It was a similar thing, but it wasn't. It's a different thing.
It's a
this
different
is him
thing?
swimming. The
Yeah,
other
no,
one
this
was.
was the guy swimming.
Oh really?
There was a guy swimming, and there was going to be like, I remember there being concern
I thought you
over
were
when he
talking
gets
about
to
the
Garbage
8
Island
thing.
because he has to swim through Garbage Island in the
I
Pacific.
thought you were talking about Figure 8. Remember Figure 8?
No, that's a cruise guy.
Yeah.
That
But
guy's
this
on
is
a boat. This
yeah,
is a swimmer.
This is a swimmer thing.
And
He's swimming the entire Pacific Ocean.
he's swimming the entire Pacific Ocean,
It's
including
insane.
having to go through Garbage Island, which was like,
Yeah.
oh, how are you?
So they're gonna do.
How are you going to do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
don't
They're gonna
know.
do. They're gonna.
He says, "Oh, it's just gonna take 6
to 8 months.
to 8 months to
That
do
makes
this."
sense.
Can you imagine swimming for 6 to 8 months?
No, that's crazy.
I could barely swim for like 10 minutes before I'm tired and I need to get out.
That's dedication. He said they've been planning it for like 7 years.
I mean, I guess.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
I don't think
6
I
to
could
8
do
months?
it. I would not want to do that. But I
How
could
often
see
is he doing it? Every day, 5 days a week? We don't.
I don't.
know.
I mean, people could if
he has to
there are
take breaks
people who do
'cause his body's gonna
marathons
shut
like
down.
whatever. Like and to me a marathon is insanity.
Have you ever had the runner's high?
No. I
I've-
hate running. I run and I hate it. I hate it so much.
I was reading about it on Reddit and how these people run their entire lives and they have the runner's high one time. Where like they have to run 8 miles under 7 minutes, and then on the 9th mile they'll hit it.
Yeah,
it's like some crazy thing that you have to unlock. Like you have to unlock your own body.
Yeah, it's
to,
like
get
your
that.
brain finally goes like, "Oh, this is what we're doing."
Yeah.
Oh, I guess if this is what we're doing and you're clearly not listening to other signals that say please don't. Well, I guess I'll make this feel good. And then like
Interesting.
your brain releases like I don't know, like everyone describes it different, but it just seems like it's this like magical, you know.
I'll never
just
get that
like-
high.
I trained the most I've trained for running was for that Avengers half marathon.
Oh yeah.
Because I will always repeat this. The reason I did it is I wanted the medal. That's it. I paid $200 to run a race to get this amazing Avengers A medal that spins around. It's gorgeous. I am very happy I did that. However, the training up to it, because I got so afraid of the rules that were on the Disney site,
It says you can't like stop running.
Well, essentially, they're like, if you
or they hit you.
if you
Oh
hit,
my god, with a bat.
Some dude just comes out of the crowd and just
if
wails
you
on
don't
you.
run at a certain pace for like a while, like on the site, it says that if you don't run this pace, there's a car that will come get you and take you off the course because
Oh
you're
my
not going to
God.
finish.
They
in
just don't want a
time.
bunch of people signing up to get the medals and then not running, right?
Well, you have to run to get the medal. There's no like.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want a bunch of people though, like just being like, okay, I want the medal, pay them $200, and then just walk.
Yeah. And so like
And they
I
also don't
remember
wanna be there
seeing
till midnight.
and
Right.
I think the pace was. I mean, it wasn't something like impossible, but my average mile, like, and this is through training, whatever. I'm just not like on a regular kind of pseudo training days a 12-minute mile. That's not good. When I was doing my peak, I could get it to like a 10 or a 9.
12-minute miles like what we had to run in school in order to pass.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
miles were you running?
Well, a half marathon is 13.2 miles.
13.2 miles.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
too
That's
because,
way too many miles.
or 13
That's-
point something miles because a marathon's 26.
That's just
it's
me running to
26
work.
miles for a marathon?
Yes, that's why it's insane.
That's like me running to work and then running back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, like,
wait,
and-
how long does that take
And I think
somebody to run a half
I think
marathon?
the website
Jesus
said I think
Christ.
the
It's
website
10
said you
times.
had to keep a 16-minute mile, which I was like, okay, well my average
It's 12.
It's
you'll-
12.
But at
but-
13 miles.
But 13 miles, I'm like, oh my god, I'm like I can't walk. I'm like, because if I walk, my walking is a 15-minute mile, 15, 16
Yeah,
minutes. This is
yeah,
just
yeah.
a straight up like casual, like I'm
That's
just walking
too
to
much.
walk. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? And so like I'm training, and I'm like, even then, like I'm still like not really getting more. I think the most I was able to do in a row was 7 or 8 miles, like
Damn.
light jogging, like. But after that, it was like I could never really like go. And then like race day comes up, and you know what they have on the racetrack? I'm like, you guys aren't following this rule because they have photo ops with the characters on the route. So
You can take a break.
you could take a break. Like me and my like paranoid ass, because you'd be
Right.
passing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'd see lines for people wanting to take pictures with Captain America
Aw,
and Black Widow,
lines?
and I really wanted to stop and take a picture with Hawkeye. I wanted to stop and take pictures, but I was still so afraid of that 16. I was like, these people are clearly just runners, and they're like, it's okay, we'll catch up on our pace. Like we'll figure. And so like I didn't like. So I didn't stop to take pictures. I was like, I'm not risking it. I just was so afraid of being picked up by a
my
Disney
God.
van.
Yeah.
And it was fine. I jogged till like mile 6 or 7.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, well, no matter what, if I'm walking at this point, I'm fine. Like I
Yeah.
figured that math
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
I was like, I can walk. I'm going to walk, jog from here. And then I hit mile 9, and I started getting real bad, like my cramps, like my legs and everything. Like I was starting to hurt.
That sounds awful.
And I was like, well, I'm in the middle of this course. And so I kept going. I like for the last mile I was pretty much limping.
Oh my god.
Until like, but that last little like shot, I was just like, no, I'm running across this finish line. So I ran across the finish line, got my medal. I was like, I did it. Went and took a picture, and then like could
Collapsed?
barely move.
Yeah.
Like they had like an area where you could rest, and like they give you snacks and things like that. I thought originally I was like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go to Disneyland because it's like right here. It's
Yeah.
at the park. Like I'm gonna go. Afterward, I like sat down. I couldn't get up off the bench for a bit, and I was like, oh my god, I have to walk back to my car, which is like in that big Disney lot.
Yes.
I was like, fuck, how am I gonna get over there? That's at least.
Don't tell me you were the only one like that. I'm sure there are other people suffering.
I'm sure there were, but I wasn't paying attention to them because there's people who run and they're like, this is nothing for them, and then there's like other folks who are like, oh my god, we did it, you know.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like, I'm in pain. I was like, I did it. I got my medal. How do I? Because the parking lot to where we were, where the finish, it was like another half a mile.
Oh
So,
my
like,
god.
walk
Have you
over-
ran ever since?
I have not done. The only races I've done since have been every 4th of July. I do a 5K with. There's a group
yeah.
of I know marathon runners, and they're like that's their like
That's your
fun.
thing.
That's your thing. Like 4th of July, we're gonna get up early and go to like San Clarita.
No, 4th of July, I want to wake up and I just want to lay in bed for a couple of hours.
Well, I started doing this with
and then I
them.
want to light some fireworks
Yes.
off illegally, and then I want to run away.
Well, I started doing it because at the time when I did it first was when I was training to do this thing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll join you guys with your like
'Cause I'm
annual train. And then it became one thing. I got the email the next year, and I'm like, the 5K wasn't so bad. Okay, and like that one, I just got a shirt. There's no like medal, and
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
cool,
so
though.
every year since I've done, this is one of the first years where I'm like, am I gonna do that this year? Maybe, I don't know. But like those first few years, I would run the 5K. Like I would do my little 12-minute jog. The last year, I walked the whole thing. So this year, I'm like, oh, am I gonna do it?
Just drive
I'm
the
probably
whole
just gonna
thing.
walk. You can't.
just drive the whole thing.
That makes you good if there's a zombie
I have a
breakout.
I have a
you
good
survive.
little wall of like medals that I'm really proud of. The zombie one is one of the medals I'm really proud of because it was a zombie race, which was fucked. The course was not a straight course. You didn't know what the course was. It was part of the
Are
deal.
zombies
Cool.
actually chasing you?
Yes, on the course there were volunteers of zombies. It was a game. It was still a 5K, but you essentially flag football situation.
cool,
yeah.
So you had 3 lives.
Uh-huh.
And so on the course there was misdirections, so you didn't know which is the right path.
What?
So if you went down the wrong path, there'd be zombies at the end of the path, and you'd have to run away from them because they'll take your flag.
That's great.
And they had like obstacle course things, like okay, now you're like all funneled into like a section, and so you're like trying to like get through because like the zombies are gonna come after you in the section, or like you have to go through like a box thing, or any like stuff. It was like it's called Run for Your Life. 5K.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, and it was
great.
I mean, it was out in the middle of like Temecula. It was real dirt and gross, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were covered in mud by the end of it. But I survived.
That's
but
a
I kind
great
of cheated.
idea. That makes
but
me
I
wanna
feel
do it.
I cheated, but I feel like that's the point in a zombie apocalypse.
You just
I'll go-
cheat.
Well, I cheated by rolling up one of my flags and like tucking it.
Oh, that's definitely a cheat.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also I wasn't sure if you got a medal if you didn't survive, and I was like, I'm fucking doing this. I'm getting a medal because it's the only reason I do these things is to get a
And-
medal. So. And like it didn't matter, you just finished it, you could get a medal. But I survived because I like hid my life.
Yeah.
In-
Were they trying to grab it?
Yeah, that's what the zombies like.
I mean, did they grab the one that you cheated on? Like the
No,
rolled up
because
one?
they couldn't see it. They thought I was dead already, but I wasn't. I was alive.
See, that seems like a metaphor to me.
Yeah.
Like, they think I'm dead.
We should
They
like
have no idea.
I'll try to find a fun one for like all of us to do.
Alexa, turn on the living room lights.
Ooh, that's lovely.
That opened up very nicely.
Yeah.
Did you buy lights for those bulbs?
Yeah.
I want to get that.
Okay, I have some great names.
What kind of names?
I have
yeah.
some great titles I've been collecting as we've been talking about this for cities.
Baby O.
Oh, okay. I was like, baby names?
Baby names?
I was like, are you trying to tell us something,
Also, can I make a
Belly-
side note? I'll
Yeah,
make this
yeah,
60
yeah.
seconds.
60 seconds.
Okay, 60 second. The best use of shared albums on your iPhone for babies. You know why? Because those are the babies I want to see. I don't want to see anyone else's babies on my social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I get the babies that I want to see on my shared album. That's it.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
You know?
that's good.
I see too many babies.
Yeah, too many babies.
I have a friend of mine who like mostly just posts her baby pictures on her Instagram story.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because it's like not like on
It's
the
not an
feed.
actual
Every
feed,
once in a while
yeah.
she'll do like an exceptionally cute one on the feed, but it's not like all of her feed.
I'll take one a year.
But like on the stories,
baby?
I like it because it's like there, it's quick and it's gone.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, back to cities.
Okay, so here's some really interesting ones I found. This one's for Bellingham, Washington. What do you
Okay.
think of Bellingham? What do you think of?
Bells and ham.
Bells and ham. Bellingham. The slogan is "Let us surprise you."
Wow.
These are some bold slogans.
Hey.
The best, unique. Let us surprise you. What are these?
Let us
what?
surprise
These
you.
are
Yeah,
bold.
sure. Let's go.
I
I'd go
think
to
I
Bellingham.
think we go to all these places
Yes,
just to
and
see
test them.
Yes, yes, please surprise me.
I'm here to be
Yeah.
surprised.
I would like to be pleasantly surprised.
Okay, so next we're going to Bertram, which is in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bertram,
okay.
Texas. What do you think the slogan is, Luis, coming from Texas?
Bertram, Texas.
What's Bertram known for?
This is good.
Home of the Oatmeal Festival.
Oatmeal?
What?
Wow.
That's That sounds great, right?
Yeah. If you go down to Poteet, Texas, it's the home of the Strawberry Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
We could
We
just
have
go
a
to all
strawberry
festivals.
festival in Florida too.
Yeah.
It's nice.
There's a Strawberry Festival going on here in California. I think.
Why
in
don't we go to
Glendale.
a strawberry festival?
Just all the strawberry
I really want to go
festivals.
to. I'm going to be in the cruise though. The Strawberry Festival literally is coming this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's another place called
Yeah.
Bothell, not brothel.
Bothell.
Bothell.
The slogan is not brothel.
I wish that'd be great. It's in Washington.
Bothell, homo prostitutes.
Home of prostitutes. So shout out to Bothell, Washington, for your slogan, for your great slogan, for a day or a lifetime. That's great.
That's
Or sad.
Entrapment.
No,
For
they
a
said
day?
or. They said
one-
or.
That one's ominous.
Yeah, for a day.
For a day.
It's like a threat.
Brunswick,
You're gonna
Missouri.
like it here
Yeah,
forever.
Forever, yeah. Brunswick, Missouri, home of the world's largest pecan.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like just like this big. It's like
This is like the size of your hand. Yeah, for sure.
It's like because
It's not that big.
Because when you think world's
never left
largest,
the
you
town.
always think like bigger than a human.
Right. No. It's,
Oh, yeah.
But it's
No,
like,
it's
like
definitely-
that's what you imagine. World's biggest,
It's something like the size of a nose.
and it's just like here,
This is it.
and you're like, I guess
Truly.
that's a pretty big pecan.
In a very similar vein, Cocker City. That's the name of the place.
Not what Cocker City.
Not what you think.
Let us surprise you.
No.
No.
It gets better.
It gets better. Grower.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Yeah.
let us.
Grow, not a shower?
Let us show you how you can grow here.
Yeah.
Yes. You're good.
It's not. It's home of the world's largest ball of twine. See, that doesn't seem like an achievement because somebody could just do that.
Yeah.
It's not like a pecan.
Again,
where
it's
like,
as
oh,
big
wow.
as your hand.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't know. Twine's pretty big. Okay, this is one that you guys might actually know. California, Chatsworth.
I don't know.
Chatsworth.
home of the rivers.
Chatsworth.
What is Chatsworth famous for here?
I don't.
I don't know.
I don't
Chatsworth.
know. I
Places
know.
of-
All I could think of like I know Ojai because of Steve, and Ojai is like orange fields and stuff.
So Chatsworth is very famous for a specific industry.
The city of we have a city of industry.
No, for a very specific industry.
Chatsworth. Cigars. Tobacco.
Nope.
Cows.
It's a play on the word San Fernando, and it is the phrase San Pornando.
Oh, Chatsworth's where all the porn is.
Yeah.
They moved over there. That's where they went.
That's where it
'Cause
is.
they left the valley. Because
Yeah,
of
wasn't
Yeah,
it
they
in the
left the
valley?
valley.
they left the valley because of all the condom laws.
What? Oh.
You have to wear condoms in LA
Oh, the
County
condom
if you
laws. I thought you said
create,
the common.
No. If you create porn in Los Angeles,
You gotta have
You have to
condoms.
have condoms on, and so they left.
To
They
Chatsworth.
went to Chatsworth, San Pornando.
Is that really what their slogan is?
I don't know. That's
Oh.
what it says. I'll take it. Concord, New Hampshire. The city in a coma.
Your quest ends here.
Well, New Hampshire was the first state, wasn't it?
Yeah, the slogan is the city in a coma.
What?
Why?
What?
Why is that the name? Why is that the
No,
slogan?
What?
Okay, this one's super ominous. This would freak me out. Creed, Creede. They had an E to
Okay.
Creed. Why? Don't need it. It's already pronounced Creed. You can't mispronounce that. They had an E on the end. Colorado. Creed.
This is, your last day begins here.
Close.
But we added the E because we're not the band.
There is no night in Creed.
What?
Is it in Alaska?
No, it's
Oh.
in Colorado. Anybody from Creed or anybody who knows Creed, Colorado,
What?
why is it
What
called
do they
that?
mean? That sounds
Somebody
like a
tell
Night
me.
Vale thing.
Maybe it's because it's because
is
like
no
things are
night.
open 24 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the city that never sleeps. This one might be. This
wait,
one might
that's
be.
New York, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why my brain went Vegas. I'm like, Vegas doesn't sleep either. Which
You're
one
right,
is
it
it?
doesn't
Vegas doesn't sleep.
Yeah, so it's just like, wait, is that New York or Vegas? Vegas is just like what stays here. You're like, geez,
Oh, yeah.
Vegas.
Dumas, Arkansas might be my favorite one.
Dumas?
Dumas.
Dumas?
Dumbass.
Oh.
It's home of the Ding Dong Daddy.
No!
What's a ding dong daddy?
I don't know. we need to look up what
Wait,
a
wait,
ding.
Dumas,
look
home of the
up what a
Ding
ding
Dong
dong daddy is. But before you look it up, guess what you think a ding dong daddy is.
It's got to be an ice cream bar.
I
That's what I think it is. A
I
Ding Dong
think-
Daddy.
I think it's a sandwich.
So it's food. So far, we think it's food.
Okay.
Did you
it's
figure it out?
There is a song by Louis Armstrong from 1930
A song?
called "I'm a Ding Dong Daddy."
Alexa,
Oh!
play "I'm a Ding Dong Daddy" by Louis Armstrong.
I'm a Ding Dong Daddy by Louis Armstrong.
Alexa, turn the volume to 11. That was amazing.
Oh my god.
This is
Wow,
the
I'm gonna swing
home
this.
of the Ding Dong. Wait, this was the home of the Ding Dong Daddy?
This
So-
music sounds like I wouldn't have been allowed in the club.
Oh god. Yeah, Dumas, Arkansas, home of the Ding Dong Daddy. I wonder if that's where Louis Armstrong was born.
Alexa, where was Louis Armstrong born?
Louis Armstrong was born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nope.
Nope.
Funny enough, Ding Dong Daddy's also a fictional character published by DC Comics as an enemy of the Teen Titans.
Are you guys going to see that
Oh,
movie?
that's fun.
I'm
The
down.
movie or the
I'm fine.
show? There's a TV show.
The Teen Titans
TV
go to
show's
the
out.
movies. Teen
Making it-
Titans go to the movies.
Oh, Teen Titans Go.
To the movies, yeah.
Probably not because I wasn't watching Teen Titans Go.
Oh.
It was.
I like
mean,
Teen Titans Go.
It's fine.
here it
It's
is.
just it's not for me.
I think it inspires my edits. Hell yeah. This episode is brought to you by Ding Dong Daddy.
This is like I should be like you should be in black and white, Mickey Mouse, old school Mickey Mouse cartoons.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, this is great.
This is
this
amazing.
is this is what you want your town to be known for.
Yes.
I am on board.
I want to come in.
Hello,
you know,
Dumas.
in Hawaii, you get the little lays. In Dumas, I want
they
this
should
song
just
to be
play
playing.
this as you leave the airport if there's an airport there, and you're like,
I'm gonna learn more about Dumas.
So Farmington, Maine. When you think of Farmington, what do you think of?
Farms.
Right, that's what I would think too. Nope.
Wait. Farmington is known for its
Cows.
Earmuffs. It's the earmuff capital of the world.
Oh no!
I
peeked out.
Did we lose the whole thing?
Hold on.
Did we crash?
No. Hold on. Monitor
This music.
on. We're good.
We're good.
I don't think we crashed.
Okay, good.
Are we good?
Yeah, we just peaked.
Alexa.
Okay.
Stop.
No, we're good.
Shoot,
We're good.
what was I gonna say? I was gonna say ice skating.
Ice skating. Earmuffs. It's close. Okay, a couple more rapid fire. Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Tires.
Fayetteville.
Yeah, cars.
Tires.
It's called Torture Town.
No.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
the
not.
name. Torture Town.
No.
Fruta, Colorado. Home of Mike the Headless Chicken. Gallup, New Mexico, known as the drunk driving capital of America.
Oh, that's sad.
Genoa, Nevada. Home of the Candy Dance.
This is amazing.
I
If
like
had,
the candy
we could make a
dance.
show
What's the
just-
candy dance? You know what the candy dance is?
I don't know what the candy dance
We
is.
got to go
It sounds
find out what the candy
amazing.
dance is. We're all
We'll
gonna go
look
to.
that up.
We're all gonna go. Yeah, we're all gonna go to Genoa,
It's gonna
Nevada.
be to
We
this
could go
music,
there.
and it'll be like
We can?
We could go to Nevada.
we
Perfect.
could go to Nevada.
Yeah, very
That's
easy.
not
Okay, Huntsville, Texas.
Oh, Huntsville.
What do you think?
Take
a guess.
Ooh, baby. Huntsville,
World's
Texas.
largest duck.
Home of Beavertown. Home of the
Nope.
Beavers.
Execution capital of the world. Okay,
That
Kalamazoo.
is actually very true. Yeah.
Yeah, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Any guesses? Kalamazoo.
Wolverines. Are here.
Wolverines.
Wolverines.
Most mooses.
No.
we got the tunes.
Nobody's ever gonna guess it. It's the bedding plant capital of the world.
What? Betting plant?
It's the home of the bedding plants.
Okay.
Another one of my.
This needs to be a regular segment because I just like guessing and just.
We're gonna go through all of them right now. Nederland, Colorado. By the way, not Netherland. Nederland. Nederland. Colorado. Any guesses?
Colorado.
Yeah, Nederland.
Most ski accidents.
No.
You're gonna get your walls here.
Hey, you're gonna get your walls here. No, it's actually the home of the frozen dead guy.
What?
Don't know. That's what
That
it says.
can't be the only home of the only frozen dead guy. There's so many of those.
It's the frozen dead guy. Ormond Beach, Florida. Any guesses, Star?
Ormond Beach, Florida.
Knowing Florida.
Most elderly STDs.
Nope.
Yes.
Birthplace of Speed.
Wait, the movie or the drug?
The drug.
Okay.
The movie was probably inspired by the drug.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, last and probably least, Tarpon Springs, Florida. Any guesses?
Tarpon Springs, Florida. Where Florida Man lives.
This is where the biggest warts. I don't know.
It's the sponge capital of the world. Okay,
Oh.
that's all we have. That's all we have for you today.
Look at
Those
that.
are weird. Concord, the city in a coma.
So do you now feel better or worse about your hometown?
I feel better. At least I'm not. At least I'm not Torture Town.
Yeah, that's
At least I'm not home of Mike the Headless Chicken.
I mean, that one's kind of great.
Fruita, Colorado. I gotta find out who Mike the Headless Chicken is.
It's probably literally like a chicken that walked around without its head for a
Oh,
while.
it probably is. Let's see.
We got to go international next time.
Oh, celebrate the 20th annual Mike the Headless Chicken Festival, June 1st and 2nd in Fruita.
Oh, we gotta go.
This. Oh, hold on. This
Oh,
is
wait, it
crazy.
already just happened.
Okay. Yeah, it
First
just
and second.
happened.
Damn it, we just
Literally,
missed it.
it's 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Celebrate the 20th annual Mike the Headless Chicken Festival, June 1st and 2nd, 2018 in Fruita. This festival is dedicated to the amazing story of one chicken's will to live. Events such as a 5K run, a disc golf tournament,
Oh my god, this sounds like me. This
wing
sounds so good.
and peep eating contests,
Yes.
and artisan booths. Make this a weekend to remember.
Why didn't we go?
There's a poultry
Where
show.
was this at?
It is in Colorado.
Oh, dude, we got next year, man. Can we go?
Yeah, lodging in Mike's hometown, and it has a little chicken coop.
Can we? We should go.
Well,
Hey,
there's
we
like a
just need to go.
mechanical chicken.
We need to go and we need to get shirts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mike the Headless Chicken shirts. That's all I want. Okay, what was the
And
other one I wanted to
pants.
look up before we go?
Yeah.
Home of the
Pants.
Candy Dance. We gotta find out what the Candy Dance is because we could actually go there. The Candy Dance. Oh, Candy Dance Lane.
And
Annual Candy Dance Arts and Crafts Fair. Wow, that
Home
was
of
good.
that.
Okay, let's find out what this thing is. Why is it called that? What is it about? 300 craft and food vendors. That sounds just like a normal day in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, attendees of Genoa Candy Dance certainly experience the cliche kid in a candy store feeling. It's just named after feeling a kid in a candy store. That's more boring than I wanted.
Oh, that's lame.
That's lame. Okay, the annual Genoa Candy Dance and Fair were originally planned as a dinner and dance in the fall of 1919 by the women of the town to raise money for street lights.
Oh.
The women made
I'm like, good on them.
The
That's
women
good.
made candies and cakes to pass around at the dance, which was followed by a midnight dinner at the Raycraft Hall, now known as the Genoa Town Hall. The first candy dance was quite a success, and the town purchased street lights, only to find the cost of electricity and upkeep on the lights needed additional revenues, which
no.
motivated the townspeople to continue holding the candy dance as an annual fundraiser. It's literally just so they can light the town.
Oh no! But it's so like, oh yeah, it costs money to light the town, you guys. We gotta
Oh,
keep.
that's so sad.
That sounds like something that would happen in Pawnee.
Yes.
This is 1919, by the way.
Oh wow!
So good. By the way, number one show there, Magic Fusion, live theater, lounge, and dining at the Loft. So you can go see a magic show.
Beautiful.
That's it. That's all. That's literally all I have in me today.
Okay.
As far as town names are concerned, I don't
Okay.
think I can
Let's
look
go to
up
our
any
next
more.
segment.
Do you want to
Okay.
do a question?
Let's go. I have one segment.
Okay,
We'll make
what-
it short.
What's the next?
What's
segment?
happening in Harry Potter?
Oh yes.
This is the best segment. Yes, what's happening in Potter, Louise?
So I'm reading the Goblet of Fires, and I'm having a ball.
Having a
Yeah.
good old
This one.
time.
You're having a
I
great
really-
time?
I'm really liking this one.
the tournament start?
Yeah, the tournament. Well, they've arrived. Remember that's the time
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Oh yeah,
came.
there's going to be a ball.
And so they,
Do you know that yet?
Dumbledore. I don't think I do.
Okay. It's fine. It's not spoiler.
Dumbledore set up the goblet, which I realize is a real thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was the trophy that they won, but no, it's what chooses the champions.
Mm-hmm.
It's the actual. It is a goblet.
It's an actual goblet
Full.
of fire, different color fire.
Who would have thought?
And so he created this age line so that people
Can't cross it.
can't cross it. You have the Weasley brothers who are trying to get in there and put their names because they want to be a champion, but obviously the age line that Dumbledore has placed on the goblet finds them out. Boom, baby. They grow beards and thrown out of there.
Boom, baby.
And I thought this is going to be great. This is going to be a story that has this Goblet of Fire tournament happening outside of Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter is going to have
Right.
a side adventure while the tournament is happening. Okay?
Yeah.
And
Sure.
then I get to that end of Goblet of Fire chapter. and it spits out that one last name, and I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. One moment where I think it's going to be kind of cool where a main event's happening, like
On the
that Harry Potter is not involved in the main event.
Yeah, he thought that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he was so excited.
He
He
was
was
really
like, I get to be a
excited, too.
normal
He was
person.
like, oh, sweet,
Yeah.
I get to be a reader of the story as
Right,
well.
that's what it is. It's like, oh, this amazing event's gonna happen, and I get to be with Harry Potter and just enjoy this main event. But then his name fucking pops up on the thing, and I throw my Kindle. I'm like, God damn it, are you serious?
You snap your Kindle in half.
Yeah. And then I felt betrayed. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You're going to keep putting Harry Potter in the middle of everything?
I mean-
But then it helps with the story.
Yeah,
as
I'm like,
keep-
I mean, it's kind of
as
the
I
books.
keep reading the chapter, everyone, even Ron turns on him because he's always like in the center of attention.
And he's like,
But
I
also-
don't fucking want to be. I don't want to be the center of attention. Yeah.
And this book is making me love Hermione even more.
Yeah.
Like, Ron was the great, like, short-sighted friend. But now it's like, I'm digging Hermione a lot more.
Yeah, Hermione-
No one's listening to Harry Potter when he's like, dude, I did not put my name in the goblet. And people are like, not listening to him. And it's very frustrating to me.
It's one of my favorite books, and that aspect's one of it because that's such a believable thing to happen. Where, like, especially with people who became famous not because they want to be famous, it's just like you're just doing your shit.
Yeah.
And you became
So
famous.
like, and it's also Harry's also not good at communicating. Like, he's good at communicating. Like, I didn't want this, but no one really knows why outside of like he could say like my parent like people don't like he doesn't say that, but like no one can register outside of the action of him just saying I don't want it without like there's no like they never. And it's such a kid thing. They don't ever like explain to each other how they're feeling outside of the base level of like this. Like, Ron isn't going around being like, I'm mad at you because I'm jealous. Ron will like that's not a thing.
He doesn't understand his emotions yet.
Yeah, that's not a thing a kid would say. They just
Right.
know they're upset. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like I appreciate that writing in that.
I know. The antsiness is starting to come out.
Yeah.
From everybody.
It's like it's teen. It's like
Teens,
14, man. 14.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. Even Dumbledore doesn't want this. And the fact that they could die,
oh yeah.
I don't know that they could die in this.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Although it
that's
seems,
all.
Honestly, though, it
that's
seems
a very
kind of
quick update.
like there's like two things. My nitpicks for that is why couldn't anybody stand outside the age line and toss their name into the cup? Like, just have multiple
just spit
sheets
it back
of paper.
out.
It would spit it back out.
No, it's just as long as your name got in it.
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, like that's how like
I'd like to think if you threw it in there, it would spit it out and then throw you out.
the age line's just for the age.
But-
Otherwise, the Potter thing wouldn't have worked.
You just levitate it. Just
But they said that it took a powerful person to break that line.
Not to
do
break
what-
the line, to trick the cup into
trick the
thinking
cup.
there was a fourth school.
There you go.
Not like to put your name in.
Because they attributed him to a fourth school.
Yeah, because the fourth school guaranteed that Potter would be the
But who
only
was the
person.
fourth school?
It's just a random fourth school. Like it just tricked the cup into thinking there was
They
another
should've set up
option.
the fourth school.
However, if say like no dark wizard was involved, and it's just we gotta throw another name in there, then Potter could have been called, or it could have still been Cedric, or it could have been somebody else. But all you needed to do was just get your name in the cup.
Yeah.
So like, why wouldn't you just stand outside the thing, have a bunch of your rolls up with your name on it, and just sit there and just keep trying to?
I feel like it wouldn't.
to
the
get into
goblet
it.
wouldn't accept
And
that.
also, Dumbledore.
The goblet wouldn't accept it.
Dumbledore, no one has to make Harry like actually be in the tournament. Like this is a practicality aside
I know
situation.
it is. It's like, well, it says in the rules.
in this
okay,
rules,
guys.
he has to do it. It's just like, but does he
Why?
though?
He doesn't really
Doesn't
have
need to.
No one wants it.
He doesn't.
Give Cedric a chance just to fucking
Like he doesn't.
represent.
He doesn't need to. Like you could just make him forfeit every match and just be like, hey, like you weren't supposed to be in it, so like to fulfill whatever the magic of the cup is, like we're gonna like let you like say whatever the games are, like we're gonna let you do
Right.
them but not do them.
I also feel,
You know, and just be like, and you're forfeited.
Yeah.
Done. Like there's
I
no
guess if you
reason
forfeit,
to
you
have him
die.
do it.
But it's more interesting if he
Oh
does
yeah,
it.
no, as a story-wise,
Yes.
like completely makes sense. But like on a practicality level, like I'm still mad Snape's a teacher.
I also well he's kind of
Yeah, that's not a good choice.
He's becoming more of a
Snape's
jerk as the
Snape's
days
a,
go on.
a shitty teacher. Not just the Potter. Like even if it was just the Potter beef, I'd be like, okay, that's shitty. And you need to get over.
There was
your
something
shit.
he did recently that made me feel that way.
But like
Yeah.
Snape treats so many of the students horribly. The way he treats Neville is inexcusable, and I will never forgive Snape for the way he treated Neville. A kid should never have their like worst
Teacher
fear be a teacher in the school that you can't get away from. Like no.
Yeah.
No.
We have a couple of questions. I'm gonna ask one of them. Are you cool with Harry Potter?
Also,
Okay, cool.
I feel bad that
really
Hermione
quick.
keeps getting hurt. But that's
Yeah. This one's really simple. From Martin, what is a greeting you hate to hear?
Greeting?
Yeah, like when somebody says hi to you, what makes you want to go like fuck you? Or like why?
I don't like being called sweetie.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Honey, depending on who says it. Like if it's like a little old lady, that's okay. But anybody else, I'm like, don't call me honey. Don't call me sweetie.
That's a great question.
Don't call me sweetie, honey. Don't call me honey, sweetie.
Let me think. I can't think. What about you?
Trying to think
I think like just really bro-y, like
hey, bro.
not even that, like just when people are trying to be too nice and they not too nice, but like they don't actually know you, but they like act like they're your
Overly familiar right too fast.
yeah, like especially when it's super bro-y and it's like, oh, come here, yeah, like hi. You know, like, and you're
It's
like,
not earned.
hi, hello,
Yeah.
I've met you once.
Oh, you know what I don't like?
When people are genuine, let me clarify. When people are genuine and they're like, "Hey, it's so good to see you again,"
That's different.
totally down. Try and give you a hug if you
Yeah.
like. If you're, it's sort of different for like guys and girls. If they just try and off back give a girl a hug, that might be a little more.
It's weird.
Yeah, but for me, it's like if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, it's so good to see you," and like give you a hug, down. It's like when it's almost just for show.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That you're
Going
like,
into
"Ah,
that,
fuck,
I was gonna
don't
say
do that,
I
dude."
hate the French hello of the two kisses, two cheeks. I'm used to the Miami one, and every time I go back,
It's the one.
when I go back home, it always takes me a second to get back into it. It's like whenever you see anybody you know, friends, whatever, you go in for the hug, and it's like cheek to cheek, and that's just what it is. But I grew up with that, but now that I'm free from it, I'm like, oh, why the heck do we do that? That's kind of awful. But when I go back home, I kind of go right back into it.
Sure.
But whenever I'm encountered, even going to St. Martin, they do the two, and like European, the two just throws me off balance.
You don't like it.
I don't like it because I'm like, oh, we did the one. Why do we have to go all the way up on the other side
It's
of the face and
imbalanced.
do it again? And like, I never liked stubble on dudes growing up. Like,
Yeah.
you like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. And they're just like, your
He's
face.
stabbing you.
Yeah. Now as an adult, I appreciate it because it's like, oh, visually, it's like aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
But I also don't have to like put my cheek on your face as a greeting.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a sandpaper yourself.
It is. It sucks. But also like, but I think people do that. Isn't there like there's also like a genetic reason to do that?
To do what?
To do the double cheek or to the close
I have
like
no
hug
idea.
reading. I think it's something to do with like smells and like familiar smells. It's almost like you could smell if someone's healthy. So it's kind of like a
Weird.
thing of like if you do that, you're able to like detect sickness in somebody or something like that.
Weird sense. In a time when disease was rampant.
Kinda, or it's like an immunity thing, like you're building immunity with each other. Like there's like it's like along the explanations of like why people kiss. Like that's just a weird thing we all
Right,
do.
it's a
Like-
weird thing.
Like this is
That's
super not
really
necessary.
weird.
That we
Why do we
kiss?
do that?
You don't have to do that
No.
like at all. Why do we do that? And it's apparently it's also like a sharing immune system, like genetic marker kind of like we're making
crazy.
each other like healthy around each other or like at least immune to each other.
Right.
Thing.
Nah, that's weird. Luis, did you answer?
I don't have one.
Okay, I have
I'm
another
sorry.
question, and this one isn't on the list.
Sorry, Martin.
Have you ever thought about the way you might die?
Spencer White.
A few times.
Yeah, like what do you think? Like how do you think?
I have the-
how do you think you're gonna die?
I have the constant fear when I'm driving that
That you're gonna die?
I'm gonna like die.
Yeah.
That I'm on the highway and someone's gonna run into me, or I'm gonna run into somebody like
Isn't that weird?
in the mini like.
I think that's just us training though because of LA. Like our brains are trained to
Yeah,
think
well,
like
the
that.
driving situation is just kind of like, well, I kind of hope I don't end up paralyzed. So,
Yeah,
Right.
at any point, some guy in the other
although
lane
that's
could
like
be
insulting to people who are paralyzed, who are like, I'd rather be paralyzed than die.
dead.
Like, I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
they're
right.
like, nah, it's fine. Like, not
Yeah,
that
it's
it's fine,
fine.
but it's not like.
It's fine compared to death.
Yeah. Like I always have to like mentally correct
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
of like, oh man, like it's one of those, as an adult, you learn not to say like, oh man, I'd rather die than like be blind. It's just like,
Right.
nah, like,
No, yeah.
Now being blind,
like it would just suck. Just say it would suck, because that's really the answer. But
it'd be
like,
a hardship.
Yeah, but people survive and function.
Yeah, I
like
guess
it's-
death fears is someone running into me driving.
Yeah.
A sudden heart like murmur, like attack that I
get
realize,
scared about
like
cancer.
cancer.
Yeah.
In my brain or something.
Yeah,
Or
that's weird.
skin.
Yeah, I get scared about cancer, and then
Things are growing without you knowing.
and
That's
then
scary.
the do you still have my spare key to my apartment? Speaking of death,
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have it.
I have to find it again, because I should probably give that to one of you guys. Because in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, what if I die in my apartment? Who's gonna go in to get my cats? Or if like I die outside of my apartment,
Yeah.
Michael has a key, but just in case.
Well, he's going to be gone for 6 months.
Yeah, he's
so
gonna be gone for, and that's why I was just like, wait, he's
Yeah.
gonna be gone for 6 months. It's all. I was like, oh, I need someone to be able to emergency go save my cats if
Yeah.
something were to happen to me.
Yeah.
So, noted for that. Good thing you asked that question.
You're
That's
welcome.
A good planning.
That's
like, hey,
what
if
I
something
was-
happens, someone needs to go save
What
their
about
lives.
you?
I think it's like I think that cars are a very regular sort of worry.
Like, you ever get that sudden adrenaline? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You know how many times I've
yeah,
almost been
I
hit by a car? Just like.
I think like just walking. I listened to a podcast called Sword and Scale, and there's just so many things on there of like people just dying, and it's like so casual, not casual, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like it just happens. And I know it's not that common, but it's more common than I would like.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those weird things. Like I'm walking down the street and I'm like, yeah, somebody could just like drive their car up onto the thing
Yeah, it
and
could just be like it's
just the
weird.
end.
Did you guys see that
It's
image
weird.
of it was on it's one of those like it was on the news as like a scientific discovery thing. There was a man who survived the what's it called? What's the big volcano, ancient volcano that like blew up?
Pompeii.
Yeah. Somebody survived the Pompeii explosion, but then got hit by one of the rocks from it, and they found a skeleton where it's like his body, but like it was a rock, like a giant rock on his head, like it looks like a cartoon.
Damn.
Like, and you're just like, God damn, you survived the initial thing only to get hit by a rock on your head as you were running away. Damn.
That's bad luck.
That's
Yeah.
That's like a shit way to go. But like, but then I was like, at least that was fast. Like, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to drown or stuck in a fire, anything where it's just like
That is very scary.
you can't
drowning.
escape, and it's just like like anything like that like is more horrifying.
You have
than
to
like
accept your fate very quickly.
a quick like thing. And like in movies, it makes it seem like bad guys and stuff like minions and stuff get shot, and they're just like, boom, you're down, you're dead. And it's like, man, no, those people are like sitting there, like they're not all dead.
No, and they
They're
like,
just-
and if they did, they like shit themselves, and they're
Yes.
like, you know,
Yeah, like
their
that.
bodies right, like it's you, all the gases escape when you die. It's real bad. It's not pleasant.
Yeah.
Well, that was We Stayed Late, the happy
We did it.
podcast that cheers you up when you're down.
I had a secondary. What makes old people like hunch over? Like, how do you get that old person
Gravity.
hump?
No, I don't know.
Like,
Posture.
Because I was trying to figure. I was just like the other day. I was just like, oh, I
As
don't,
we all straighten
we're all
up.
straighten Like,
Out of frame.
I don't want that. I don't want the little old
think-
lady hump. But what if I'm like 100 and something? Like, who gives a shit? But at
Well, yeah,
the
I
same
feel like
time,
at
I'm
that
like,
point-
I would like to continue to like sit.
Well, I feel like
straight.
since you're doing, you know, the pole.
dance-
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
don't.
give you.
That made me think about it. But I'm like, what if not though? What if I'm like still like I used to be like that, and then I'm like sitting there with like the turtle hunch.
I mean, whatever, right? At that
I feel like
point,
if you're
fuck it.
conscious, more and more conscious about it, you're just like,
Eh. I want to go out with like my body and mind still relatively functioning.
Yeah.
I just want it to be like I go to sleep.
I-
Just go to
that's the-
sleep.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask this on a very fundamental level, because obviously we're over time already. But do you guys know and this applies? This isn't just for love, but the love languages. Do you guys know about that?
It's like
Oh.
5 different ways people
Yeah.
do things, right?
Yeah. Do you know what yours are?
Because
Because it's like it's more than just love. It's like how do you express?
how do you express? I am.
love to the people that are around you?
I'm
Can
a
you
mix
list them again? Sorry.
of gifts and physical affection.
Gift and physical affection.
Those are my 2 that I split.
I need
between.
a
You need a list.
list.
Okay, hold on. I'll grab it for you. 5 languages of love. There they are. Come here. Where is it?
I think one of them is like
Quality time.
Quality time.
Receiving gifts.
Uh-huh.
Words of affirmation.
You're doing great.
Acts of service.
Here you go.
Physical touch. Those are the 5.
Those are the 5?
Yeah. My ex was a acts of service, and it took me a long time to realize like I was very frustrated.
I'll get a summary. Hold on. Here they are. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch.
Like my ex used to like fix things and like make things like
Yeah.
do a lot of it was like computer related stuff and like that, which was great. But I didn't realize like oh, that's you showing affection until like because I just like, man, you don't like say anything. You're real bad at giving gifts, and I used to be real good at giving gifts, and it's just kind of like I was like, and you're like, you're not touchy feely. What the fuck? And it's because of that. It's like what you're like.
Generally, you have like 1 or 2 that are major. I think I've changed over the years.
Okay.
I think now I'm probably words of affirmation and acts of service.
Interesting. I'm probably quality of time and words of affirmation.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I
It very much informs the way that you like.
I like giving people presents.
And it's really interesting too because like you can, if you know what other people's love languages are, you can make them feel more appreciated because when you speak their language, you're able to better identify things that maybe you don't feel like are a big deal to you.
Oh yeah.
But that are a big deal to them.
Are you guys saying the stuff that you guys that you guys appreciate that you got like doing?
No, those are the things that I perceive as
when
love.
someone does that to me, I feel loved.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is it takes time.
Right, but those are generally things that you're good at doing for other people too because you enjoy them. So it's like, what would I like? Oh, I would like this, so that's what I'm going to do. And so it takes a minute to sort of like switch your brain to, if you have somebody that speaks a different love language, to like even if it's a friend or something, like it doesn't really matter. It's just how you show affection.
No, that's why
to
I was
other
just like,
people.
wait, are these? I was like, I gotta remember. I was like, you got acts of service.
Generally,
like cheer you on.
Acts of service is like doing like things for
you're
people.
doing a good job. Is words of affirmation.
Okay.
Acts of service is like no. Let me go downstairs and I'll get you lunch and you stay here.
You stay here.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I'll make breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
or
are
I'll make
fun.
lunch.
In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not. That doesn't register. I was just like, oh, okay, like it's just whoop.
Yeah,
goes
but
over
see,
my
for
head.
me, that's like how I show that I care about somebody.
Right.
But
that's how you
show.
That's how you also want to be loved.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But then it's interesting if there's somebody else who you
know
want
somebody
to
who's like
feel
that.
cared for, if they want to feel loved, if you identify what those love languages are that they have, you can do something that to you is like, if your love language is words of affirmation and, acts of service, but theirs is quality time, then they keep getting mad at you because you're on your phone or you're doing other things when you're with them and you don't understand because it's not your love language. Then like, oh, I need to spend time just with them.
Yeah.
And not, or if it's like, even if your thing is like acts of service or, actually I think the best example is like words of affirmation. If you don't have that, if you are not words of affirmation and you don't ever say things that are,
because you don't need it, right? Like
right.
Then
you
just learn that over time. Though they're like, oh, people seem to react positively if I just tell them they're going. But that's something I had to like learn because I'm like.
But this is just putting definitions.
Because if someone says
to
that to me, like when people are like, oh, you're a good artist, a part of me is just like, yeah, I know. Like it doesn't register as like they're it's like
compliment.
Like a compliment. It's just like, yeah, that's the thing I do.
Yeah.
Like it's just whoop. But if like someone's like for me, like no one ever draws anything for me. So when somebody, it's
gives
rare,
you a gift?
but when somebody like, look, I drew something here, or even as like dumb thing, I think like the knickknacks I kept, like I think like what was it like? I think Zach like ages, and it was a goof. Zach and JD, they both like did like JD drew a picture. Like horrible pictures, but I saved those and put them
JD
up on
from
my
SourceFed.
But I put them on my wall because I was so happy. I was like, you drew me.
I remember those.
Remember
Yeah.
JD drew those pictures. I was like, these are the best, and I put them up on the wall. I was just like, I think like Zach found clay one day and like made like a little knick-knacky squirrel, and I'm like, this is going on. Like I was so happy to like get like that was like. No one makes me a little thing. It's real cool.
Isn't that weird?
Cool.
That like we all speak. Yeah, it's all different.
That is
Anyways,
very cool.
I thought that was.
That is very cool.
I learned that a while ago, and then I forgot it. And then for some reason we were talking about death. I remembered
Oh, how to
love
show that you
languages.
like appreciate the people around
Yeah, exactly. And so I think that's what led to it. And I was like, I wonder what theirs are. But yours and mine are pretty close. Yours is quality time and
Words of affirmation.
and mine is words of affirmation and acts of service.
Acts of service.
you. Yeah, mine is gift giving and physical affection. But the physical affection is like, oh, we're close. Like that's different.
No, totally.
But like, I guess the third one would be more like quality time.
Yeah.
Like physical affection, quality time are like relatively like kind of close on the spectrum of it.
Yeah. Physical touch is probably the third for me. Like if somebody doesn't want to like hold my hand or like if when you're in a relationship, right? Like if somebody didn't want to do that or didn't want to like hug or like, if they didn't want to be close to you, if they didn't care about being in proximity close to you, that was weird to me. But I think as I've gotten older, it's definitely more of acts of service where it's like if somebody's gonna sacrifice something.
It used to be.
I'm still thinking. I was like, no, I punch you guys. Yeah, no, it's still
it's physical touch.
It's physical touch.
Right?
I'm like, I punch you guys.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait a second. I'm like,
that's
what did
still
I
a
do?
physical touch thing.
I was like, oh no, I punch
It's
everybody.
physicality.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
we're cool. I punch you in the arm.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
wait.
know. I would be
Yeah.
editing, and you just come up and
Punch-
start
yeah.
punching me in the arm.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
just be like, hey,
Yeah.
I acknowledge you. Like, you're cool. Yeah, I don't do that if I don't think, like, if I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not somebody that you care about.
Yeah.
And so, Isn't that weird? It's weird.
It's real weird.
It's great though. It's great.
it is
It
great.
It helps everybody. So if you don't know what your love language is, go on and find it because it's super helpful. And then if there's somebody that you're in a relationship with or you care about deeply, that they'd be willing to do it. Ask them as well, and see what theirs is, and then you might be able to better communicate your affection, whether it's friends or or more than that. Because it really does help. But we are way over time because we talk so much.
We haven't like spoken.
We haven't had a good
bit.
one.
We
I
haven't
know.
had a good one. Like,
been
and
an
you're
hour
gone,
and a
like-
half.
and you're gone
Yeah.
next week, so it's kind of like, all right, well,
We're
we
making
gotta
up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're at 125, so that's pretty good. But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Subscribe to the YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
let's do this.
Oh,
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can follow me at Spenser Starke.
You're gonna follow me at Louis12.
And follow me at Starline X on Twitter.
Great. And you can follow the show at We Stayed Late.
We gotta get better at posting on there.
Yeah. Go to RubyWhipple.com.
Oh yeah, RubyWhipple.com. Ruby with an I. Please take off your ad blocker. And
We get
read
money.
it. That would be great. It's change, but it's something. So yeah.
We're on arc number 2, so we're working on that right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
everybody. We did it! We're gonna peak the mics.
We just did. It's okay.